Probably popped up a thing about reconnecting. And we good? All right. Hello, welcome to this October 10th edition, 2017 of the TechTuesday live show. With me here is our first special guest, one of possibly two. Might have two. I don't know where our second guest is, but we'll see if he shows up.
I saw him wandering out there.
Oh, good. What's your name and what do you do?
Okay, my name is Jeff Goolsby, and I am the faculty coordinator of Media Arts at Lane Community College.
All right, so Media Arts at Lane Community College. So what programs does the Media Arts kind of encompass?
Okay, so we have several programs, but our three primary programs are multimedia design, graphic design. Those are both 2-year AAS degree programs, and a 1-year web certificate degree.
1-year web certificate degree. So I think it'd probably be good. So you're here to talk about these programs. Is there anything specifically, like you wanted to be on the show to talk about them? So is there anything specifically that you would like to say about these programs? Anything cool happening with these programs or anything like that?
There's so much cool. We are probably the most front-end technology program on campus. We're always pushing the front envelope, though we do see ourselves as a front-end curriculum. That is, if you wanted to go more into the back-end coding, you might move over to CIT.
Yeah.
But we're more front-end, so if you've got like an artistic, creative, design type sensibility, then that's what we're going to be developing and getting you work in that.
Okay.
Now, an important thing in that is there's two kinds of degrees at LCC.
Yeah.
One is a 2-year degree that you transfer to any 4-year university. The other is a 2-year that we get you a job when you get out.
Yeah.
So that's what we are. We're career technical or professional technical. Cool. So our goal isn't to transfer, though you can. You're welcome to transfer. But the whole package might not. So what we're giving you is 2 years, and then we get you a job in that industry.
Nice. And so the two-year degrees that you have, as you mentioned, is the multimedia design and the graphic design.
Right.
So what's the difference between those two programs? Like what differentiates them?
You know, the main thing really comes down to what we call time-based and non-time-based.
Okay.
So if you look at graphic design, it's a non-time-based form mostly. It's nothing's happening on a timeline. It's going to be more like posters, print materials, online content that is not moving.
Okay.
So it can be any sort of design, things like that. So when you look at, we have students working in print shops all over town. When you look at any posters and design materials coming out for Cuthbert Amphitheater, McDonald Theater, that's probably an LCC person working on that.
Nice.
We're putting, in the last 2 years, we've placed about 80% of our graduates into benefits paying full-time design work.
Nice.
But again, that's non-time based.
Yeah. So that's the graphic design.
That's graphic design.
So what's the multimedia design?
So multimedia design, we're getting into time-based. So that's going to be making movies pretty much. Is sort of our primary core right now. And that can be anything from series to live streaming, like we're doing now, television stuff, theatrical type release stuff, and it's a huge area. But let's see, one good example would be Graveyard Cars, which was created and put together by LCC graduates.
Oh yeah?
Dan Bernard and Casey Ferris got that started. Shown in 47 countries with over 2 million Facebook followers, and it's produced right here in Springfield by LCC students and graduates.
Nice.
So that's time-based. So it's going out and it's hitting all these countries. People are sitting down at their TV and watching it or streaming it online. So that's our two main divisions.
Fantastic. And then the web certificate. What is that one?
That's where we really connect into the online content for the design group mostly. It can be anything. But
So the graphic design group? Or
yes. The graphic designers. So a lot of times our graphic designers are saying, well, I also want to be able to really manage an online thing, not just a print thing.
Yeah.
So they end up going into the web design, adding that certificate on, and then they can also really create for employers or wherever they go, or their freelance own company stuff. They can create the online content.
Yeah, because I know that the web design space is really big right now. Like there's a lot of jobs that we see are for that front end design kind of thing.
And it's got like the writing component, the design component. But the thing we're finding is that web has really shifted in the last 3 years. Shifted a ton from 5 years ago, and it's almost unrecognizable for 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
So that's our program. We always have to be like it's this thing that's always turning, because you can't be a web designer in the classical sense now of what it was.
Yeah. And so that follows up with the next question of kind of where the future lies, I guess. So what are you doing at LCC with these programs to help move them forward so that they remain relevant?
A few things, a lot of things. One is we keeping really up to date on the tools. So luckily we're able to buy a lot of really current production tools.
Nice.
So people are putting their hands on that and learning how to actually make the work. The other is we have an advisory committee. This is actually a state requirement, but it's wonderful and we love it, is that we meet with an advisory committee every term, show them everything we're teaching, what our curriculum is, and say, are we giving you what you need in terms of education for your workers, that you want, the people you want to hire? And they say, we're going here, we're doing this is the apps we're using. And so we can keep shifting our program based on what the employers are saying they need.
How has your program changed? Can you give, off the top of your head, it's okay if you can't, but can you give an example of how the program's changed because of the input of the advisory committee, or just in general to help facilitate modern usage?
There's so many ways where to begin. One, if you go back, we actually were kind of like a phoenix rising out of a burned down broadcasting world.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it used to be a broadcasting program. That thing was just like falling in on itself, and ideally it keeps falling in on itself and disappears, because as you know, broadcast is one of the dullest things you can do.
Oh goodness.
Whether you're working in it or watching it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's because it's football season now, so I've been watching football a little bit with my mom and stuff, because she's a big fan, and it's just it is so different than modern media consumption. It's just to not have any control over what I'm watching, and these ads just pop up, and I gotta just deal with it.
Right.
It's just what's happening here? It's so different.
And where's the remix? We're in a remix era right now, in remix culture. So it's I remember even going back to 2008, I brought up the presidential election results up on a screen, and I was mixing 4 different streams on that.
Nice.
And to make my own sort of, here's what I want to watch.
Okay.
And so we're trying to bring people up to that current thing of you control the stream, you control the media you're getting, you remix it, generate your own sort of content, and make the world you want to make information-wise.
Nice. So yeah, we talked about the 2 or the 3 sort of areas that you're working in right now, and it sounds like they're really sort of state of the art. You're working with the latest tools. It's a really good program and stuff like that. Are you? What are you looking for here? Do you want to see if we can reach out to more people who want to be students at Lane, or are you looking for sort of professors or people to be on your advisory committees? What can we do to help?
It's a great point. Multiple things. A lot of people just don't know what we're doing. They don't know how front end we are and how cutting edge we are in our program. Like I say, we're placing 80% of our students into really cool positions in technology.
That's very good.
Yeah, so that's great. And that's been dialing in our curriculum. We always want feedback on our curriculum. So advisory committee people, We're very much looking for people who are starting a business or have an emerging business or industry that are saying, here's what I need. When I look into the employee pool, I need people who know this, this, and this.
Okay.
And then we shape our curriculum to get them those skills. So that's another thing.
All right.
And the other is the student. What people don't realize is what we're offering isn't offered at a lot of the 4 years in the state.
Yeah.
So, like I say, you can do our 2-year. A lot of people do it in 3. You can do that and then go right into the industry, or you can say, I'm going to move on to a 4-year and go further with it.
Yeah. All right. So I think to sort of wrap up, just want to sort of like go over. So you got what are the 3 sort of programs you got, or 2.5 programs that you got at Lane?
It's 3, but one's a 1 year.
Yeah.
And so some people come in and they say, I want to upgrade my skill set. I'm out here in the working world. I don't want to go for a full degree. I want to get a skill upgrade. Mm-hmm. And that's what we get out of a lot of some of the students do that, or our web design. Mm-hmm. Other times we have our multimedia design, again, time-based.
Yeah.
Anything that's moving and happening over time, which, as you know, the web is becoming more and more time. If you want the clicks,
absolutely,
it's going to have to be time-based.
Absolutely.
So we've got that going on, so our time-based tools. Then we have our graphic design, which is basically non-time-based, but bringing in the web, which integrates the time-based element. There's no real, like, you're only doing this. At this point, you have to be multifaceted.
Yeah.
You got to say, in the old days, you could say, all I do is this, and you make a little box and you go live in it.
Yeah.
Not for long, though. So now it's like, I do this and this and this and this and this.
And the program, of course, helps facilitate that type of being, that state of...
You've got to be nimble.
To be nimble, right?
Exactly. You've got to be nimble, you got to be flexible, you got to be multifaceted, interdisciplinary all the way.
So, say I'm listening to this and I'm like, ooh, I like design. Design is my passion. I really want to do web stuff, for instance. How can... Because it's a late LCC program, but we're just starting the term, right?
Yes.
The term just started about 3 weeks ago. So if I'm a student interested in starting as soon as I can, what's your recommendation? What do you suggest I do?
Call me, contact me, get a hold of me.
Okay.
Come down and see the program. Let's walk through. I'll walk anyone through, show them the facilities, give them an outline. We have these flow charts that we've made.
Ooh, flow charts. Oh, nice.
So there's the entire graphic design program.
Whoa! Look at that. See that in blurry vision on Facebook and Vision. That's really cool.
We work with a lot of people who have to work outside of being in school. So that's where I see a lot of people do 3 years.
Yeah.
But with this
is a lot prettier than the game dev pamphlet, I gotta say.
We'll get there with game dev too. But this just shows you, it's paint by numbers. You can come in and here's our whole program laid out, 2 years.
That's awesome.
And we have one for multimedia.
I'm gonna
Keep that, please. There's our multimedia.
Because I might know somebody who's interested in these programs. So I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna put these in my pocket.
Yeah, pass these out.
Absolutely.
Let people know this is our process. And what you'll see is it's a very intensive program.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The tools we're learning are super complex. Mm-hmm. The reality of it is, anything from the Adobe Creative Cloud or working in Pro Tools or all that, it's a huge tool.
Oh yeah.
So our goal is to get you really proficient on that tool. So it has to be intensive and rigorous. There's no way around it.
Of course. That's one of the best things about Lane's 2-year technical programs, I think, is the rigor in those programs. Super
rigorous, but we're there to get you through that rigor. We're not just throwing you in the deep end.
Of course. So. And then I guess the last question I have for you is, say I am running a software business or I'm starting a software business, stuff like that, and I'm interested in helping you out and being on your advisory board. What do I do then?
We're always looking for new people to be on our advisory board. Mm-hmm. We like to have a 3-year cycle where someone will come on and be on our advisory board for 3 years and then sort of become more of a general advisor rather than come to the meetings.
Of course.
And so it's a meeting of 3 times a year. They're actually really fun meetings where we all get together and we brainstorm.
Nice.
What do we need? What do we want? They could contact me.
Okay.
Faculty coordinator at the Media Arts program. And so it's Jeff Goolsby, but the email is goolsbyj,
Yeah.
That's goolsby@lanecc.edu.
All right. So yeah, and we'll be sure to put that contact info in the comments and in the description so that you can get to it and do that for people who are watching.
Be great.
Yeah.
I won't give a phone number. I don't talk on the phone much anymore.
Of course. But is there anything else you'd like to say? Any other comments you'd like to make about what's awesomely happening at LCC?
What else is happening? We see ourselves as communicators, but also as artists and creatives. So I think if you have a sensibility of creativity, of a desire to express and create and make, might be a good place for people that really say, I want to be in that really lively, active, making space.
Yeah.
So we are makers.
Nice. We love makers here at Eugene Tech. Makers are the best.
Yeah, it's fun. We have fun. We have too much fun. The whole program. I've taught
it sounds like a blast. And I know people who've gone through the program, and I'm looking at one right now who's going through the program, and it seems like it's a really good time. It seems like it's really, really, you learn a lot of really cool stuff and get some really cool skills.
It's great, and I've taught at 3 different universities, and I chose to be at LCC as an instructor and as a coordinator because the faculty are phenomenal there. Everyone I work with is... they're right at the front end of everything they do. So it's a great faculty.
Absolutely. But yeah, thank you very much,
Jeff,
Josh, for coming onto the show and sharing your thoughts and sharing cool stuff about LCC and our multimedia and graphic design programs. Go ahead. Don't forget to take off your microphone there.
Right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Go get Mark over there, and we'll continue the show.
Okay, great to get the word out.
Absolutely. And again, we'll have more information about cool stuff and awesome links and all that cool stuff in the description and the comments.
Right.
So that people can look forward to some emails, hopefully.
That would be great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. All right. So here comes Mark. Over here. Hello, sir.
Oh my goodness, how are you doing?
Doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm swell.
Fantastic.
I was looking for special guest number 2. Am I in a good spot?
Probably.
I don't know because I can't see the screen.
Yeah, because we have Kimberly back behind that screen.
Are you the executive? No, she's not the executive producer. She's the real producer.
She's the director, I guess?
The executive producer is the person with the money.
Yes.
Right.
And that would be...
Oh, we clearly don't have an executive. Yeah. If you would like to be the executive producer of the Eugene Tech Live Show, just go ahead and send us a message. We'd love to have you executively produce us.
Absolutely.
Are you hanging around for a minute? Yeah. Excellent.
All right. So let's get through the show so that we can chat about other stuff. So let's see here for our special guest. So Robert's not going to be here today. Looks like.
I just messaged him. I don't see him around.
All right.
And
that's okay.
I thought I saw something that maybe he was sick or something.
That's perfectly fine. We're laid back here, so it's not so big. We'll be sure to talk to him some other time.
Catch you next time.
Yeah. No blog showcase this week. Also, Eugene Tech jobs. It looks like there aren't any jobs right now. They'll be posted, I think, later tonight or tomorrow at some point.
EugeneTechJobs.com. Typically every Monday.
Yeah.
Michael Hess. Most Mondays, there's a newsletter that comes out.
Yeah, Michael Hess is like the sole arbiter of that, and so if he's going through some stuff, then the site goes through some stuff. So what can you do?
Hopefully he's not going through anything. Hopefully
he made a post letting us know.
Prioritizing things.
He made a post letting us know his school was happening.
Nice.
So he's perfectly fine, and so there should be a posting later tonight or earlier tomorrow. If you would like to know about those jobs when they're posted, as you said, sign up for the newsletter. I'm signed up, right?
Are you signed up?
I'm signed. I get that email every week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a fantastic email. It's a fantastic.
I just wait for the Tech Tuesday live show.
Oh yeah, you could do that, but then if you just wait for the Tech Tuesday live show and there's a hiccup, you're gonna miss it for a week.
Right.
So just subscribe to that newsletter.
Especially if you're looking for work.
Yeah, especially then. And so we're gonna move on to the Switchboard Picks. So we got one pick this time.
One pick.
One pick. This is a really, really good pick, though. I really, really like it. So it's thank you very much, Amy Hartsfeld, for posting this. Woo! So I just want to read out her post, sort of verbatim. So the Eugene Public Library offers a wealth of knowledge, information, and access to all sorts of tools. Besides the usual things you might think about a library having, for instance, books, online resources, a career center, they also have a Maker Hub and Media Lab on the 3rd floor of the downtown library. The Maker Hub has drop-in hours where library card holders can access 2 3D printers, a CNC mill,
wow,
robotics and electronics tools, a silhouette cutter, sewing and embroidery machines, and a variety of software to support.
That's
all
the Maker Hub?
That's the Maker Hub. It's
that must have
awesome.
expanded, because last time I was there wasn't room for all that stuff.
No, it's awesome. They are working on expanding, and it's been a pretty sweet situation. They also, let's see here, drop-in hours are currently 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily.
Yeah.
But you can check online at eugeneor.gov/library. Link in the Switchboard post.
You know what I was thinking about doing with 3D printing?
What are you thinking about?
I wanted to print up little whistles that would go into fidget spinners.
That would be pretty sweet.
And so when
I love it.
it would make them annoying to the point where fidget spinners would stop being a thing.
Yeah, be careful, because if you make the whistle too high pitched, then no one will be able to hear it except for everybody's dogs. And then be even more annoying.
It could be dogs. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. There's so many things you can do with a 3D printer.
That's just the Maker Lab. There's also the Media Lab, which can be reserved up to 2 weeks in advance for a 2-hour block of time. In it, you'll find 2 high-powered PCs. You'll find high-powered PCs and an iMac.
And the Adobe suite.
Yeah, loaded with design software. So it's got the full Adobe suite. It's got the full Microsoft suite if you're doing that for some reason. It's got audio, video software, myriad of awesome digital tools and other hardware. Yeah. I know that this isn't in this post, but I know that they have a digital converter for like VHS and cassette tapes.
Because you've used it yourself.
And vinyls, I think. They also
have, you know what?
I'm not certain about that, but I'm pretty sure they did.
I was just down in the basement, and you know what I found down there?
What'd you find?
VHS tapes.
Yeah, go down to the library, get those digitized.
From art projects from the 90s.
Yes.
I know where I'm going to get those digitized.
Yeah, so library has that, and it's all free to use if you're a library card holder. Nice. Absolutely free. Just you gotta for the Media Lab you have to sign up. For the Makerspace, it's just drop in. If this access is a mission you would like to get behind, they are looking for volunteers to facilitate Maker Hub Open Labs. To facilitate the Maker Hub, and Amy asked that you contact her probably through the Switchboard if you are interested in helping out.
And we got a ton of makers in town.
Yeah.
Great place to go volunteer.
Absolutely.
I see this design sprint workshop. Is that not a Switchboard pick? That's like a Faceboard pick. Faceboard?
Oh no, that's an event that's coming up.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? I've got a not really.
We'll have this in the Switchboard segment.
I had a special. I had somebody reach out to me today, and they said, "Hey, we got some space left for this children's entrepreneurship expo thing going on. Mm-hmm. It's at MindWorks. They got like 60 kids signed up for this, and right now they're looking for one more person. The actual event's like in December 1st. But the pre-event for the kids is the all-day workshop is like October 20-something. Saturday, October 21st. There's like there's a lot of stuff hidden in this event that's happening. If you're good with working with kids and you've got some entrepreneurial pizzazz and you want to go do a 15 to 30 minute thing, get a hold of Aloma at MindWorks. There's a spot for you at the Business Expo pre-event workshop thingy.
Yeah, so this hasn't been posted on the Switchboard or anything yet, so look into the description and the comments for links.
And I asked her to put a specific ask on the Switchboard, and I think she's going to do that.
All right, so we'll wait for that. It'll be probably forthcoming. Aloma's really great. She's really on top of stuff usually, so it'll be good. So those were our Switchboard picks. we're going to move on to the upcoming events for this week. So we got a bunch of stuff happening.
Really?
Bunch of stuff. Like I actually, so it's like, I print these out, right? And it's got to fit on like an 8 by 10.5 or 8 by 11, whatever. The amount of meetup events was more than the screen space that I had, so I had to use like.
And that's all on Wednesday.
Yeah, this is all on Wednesday. So I do special software to like capture the whole web page and then like crop it and stuff because it was like
software.
more than the
Did you have to use the Adobe Suite at the library?
No, I used an add-on for Chrome that let me do that. But we're gonna go right through it. So. The startup Eugene, Florence, Oregon Coast at 8 a.m. is having an event, coffee meetup for startups, entrepreneurs, and newbies. So I imagine this is going to be a lot like the
8 a.m. at the Beachcomber Pub.
Yes, 8 a.m. You got to get up early for this.
Sounds fantastic.
I imagine this is going to be a lot like the Thursday events, the third Thursday events at Rain. There'll be coffee, conversation, and networking at the Beachcomber Pub October 11th. And you should go if you're an entrepreneur, a founder of a startup ventures, if you're an investor, an innovator, or if you're in charge of resources for startups, or if you're just interested in meeting all those types of people. So if you're in the Florence Coast area, then that's going to be a great thing. 8 a.m. tomorrow at Beachcomber Pub. Got to get up early for that one.
I've never been to the Beachcomber Pub, but it sounds nice.
Yeah, me neither. Let's see here. So also, 9 a.m. tomorrow, open mentor hours at Fertilab will be going on. It'll be Fertilab Startup Center in
Springfield.
Yeah, in Springfield. It'll be at their Springfield location. So don't get that. Don't get it twisted.
If you go to the Holt Center, you might be sad.
Yeah, because you'll be. I mean, it's cool. You'll be chill. You'll be happy because it's Fertilab. It's a pretty chill space, but you won't be at the event.
And if you get there early, you can always go down the street to what's the cool pub that's not coffee shop that's down there.
I have no idea.
If I think about it, I'll mention it.
All right. And so that's happening at 9 a.m. Also happening at 9 a.m. is the Game Startup Coffee Meetup every Wednesday at 9 a.m. right here at the Barn Light. Also at 11:30 a.m., let's see here, Eugene Springfield Startups is putting on an event, the Design Sprint Workshop.
Oh, that's also MindWorks.
Yeah, so it'll be sessioned by Eugene. Let's see here. And they're going to talk about design sprints. So, let's see, a design sprint can be applied to a product at 3 stages: while building a new product from scratch, while upgrading to a new version of an existing product, and while adding new features to an existing product. And so if you go to this event Wednesday, October 11th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Eugene MindWorks, you'll learn all about design sprints and what the heck they are and how cool everything is. So just have a chill time.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
And very agile.
Yes. Love the agile. Agile is great. Also, more stuff. We're still on Wednesday, right? We're still on. This is still Wednesday.
So what you could do is you could get up early, drive to the coast.
Yeah.
And then you could come back, and then you could drive to Springfield, and then you could come to the Barn Light, and then you could go to MindWorks.
Yeah.
And then you could come back to the Barn Light.
Yeah, because at 6 p.m., the Eugene Online Course Creators Meetup is talking about course creation. It's their monthly or bi-weekly meetup that they have going. So if you're making courses, for online and things like that, they'll talk course creation for you. Also, let's see, 6:30 p.m. at CBT Nuggets. Something cool's happening.
I feel like we're doing course creation.
Yeah.
It's not really a course, but we're creating. Yeah. I might show up to that.
Yeah, you should. Well,
actually, I'm not going to show up to it.
Demo.
I'm totally not showing up to that because I'm going to be at the mixed reality hands-on demos.
Yeah. So, can you tell me all about what that's all about?
Okay, yeah, so the mixed reality is AR, augmented reality, VR, virtual reality, 360 is 360 camera work, 360 video, and we started meeting 3 months ago, had a kickoff meeting.
What, was it 3 months ago?
Last month we had a speaker from Mozilla come in and just give a high-level overview of all the tools you can use to develop in that space. And this time we decided we're just going to do hands-on demos. So we hired Eugene VR to come in, and it's basically they're just going to set it up just like they're doing a party.
We love Eugene VR. They're
everybody
awesome.
Can get their 5 minutes in VR and do their VR thing. We'll Right now there's about 20 people signed up, and
Love
so
the
we're
event.
just going to run it like a party. We're also going to have a representative from Glimmer,
Yep.
Glimmer Technology, local AR. They're going to show us how they did the AR pop-out menu stuff that was part of the TAO Tech Tours, and so there's a little bit of this going on, a little bit of that going on. I'm
Yep.
going to have a HoloLens there and some Microsoft mixed reality stuff. We're going to have Google Daydream set up. So of course there'll probably be some cardboard there as well. Vive, name all the things. You get the
It's gonna be a good time.
hands-on.
It's going to be a good time.
Happy fun times.
Yeah,
in
so
VR
happy
world.
fun times in the VR world at CBT Nuggets at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
And we're not feeding you, so eat before
Yeah.
you come.
Eat before you. And then finally for Wednesday, 7 p.m. in the Willamette Valley Municipal Multiple Services building in Salem, the Hack Salem group is having their October meetup.
Awesome.
Awesome. So that's Wednesday. We're finally through Wednesday. Woo. Now we can move on to Thursday. Thursday, of course, Game Dev Happy Hour. Every Thursday, 5:30 p.m. at the Starlight Lounge. It's a pretty chill event. I don't usually make it there because for some reason on Thursdays, I'm just like, Thursdays just don't work for me for some reason. It's weird.
Are you trying to say you never got the hang of Thursdays?
Yeah, I never got the hang of Thursdays.
It's a joke. That's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference.
Yeah, there's
if you
just
didn't
something
get
about it. There's just something about Thursdays that I just can't get the hang of. But
we
it's
go.
a great event if you do want to go. Really laid back, really chill. It's hang out with some Pipeworks folks.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And then also, this is a cool one. So we mentioned this, I think, last week. We were looking for some volunteers to help out with this event. Well, the event it's coming in 2 days. On Thursdays, the Connected Lane County Career Expo.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it'll be at the Lane Event Center, 9 a.m. to
Also
3
known
p.m.
as the Fairgrounds.
Yeah, also known as the Fairgrounds. And Connected Lake County will host over 2,000 students. That's in all caps.
Oh my goodness.
From 8th and 9th grade across Lane County to learn about jobs in the local industry. In addition to visiting with local companies, students will attend a skills panel and have the opportunity to do mock interviews. And they're still looking for businesses
Wow.
to attend with hands-on activities. If you want to, you can email info@connectedlanecounty.org.
You know, I can't think of anything I'd rather do than run into 2,000 students eagerly looking for work.
It's going to be an awesome time.
That
8th
sounds
and 9th grade
fantastic.
students. 8th and 9th grade students. So they're not actively looking for work. They're
Oh, I
looking for work
see.
in like
This is like career counseling.
Yeah, they'll be looking for work in between 3 and 8 years.
Oh, I see. So this is like the very early like
Get them while they're young.
get
kind of
your
stuff.
direction, get your like career direction thing
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
So we have to be able to look into the future, say, okay, children, cryptocurrency, augmented reality, self-driving cars, AI,
Yeah.
and
And then all of those things combined.
you know, you can always start off, you know, I don't know, I didn't know where I was going there. Anyway,
Contribute to an open source project.
artificial stupidity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is
I'm gonna
Thursday.
do a workshop on rambling.
Should do that. That is Thursday. Moving on to
Rambling.
Friday, more stuff.
Aimless?
Look, there's even more stuff. There's so much stuff going on.
Sorry.
So much stuff. So,
Friday?
Yes, Friday. So they, I love this this meetup group.
Which one's
Because they're
that?
called the Lane Connect Networking, Eugene, Oregon Networking at its purest.
That's the
meetup
name of the group.
Yes, is having their Lane Connect Networking October meeting at the First American Title Insurance Company at 8:30 a.m. They have this every month. I have never gone.
1, 2, 3,
I don't
4,
know if
5,
I'll ever be
6,
able to make
7,
it, but I
8,
love
9,
it.
10,
It's
11,
fantastic.
12, 13.
12 people going on
14
meetup,
words.
so that means like 40 people show up, right? So
Yeah.
it's an event. It happens.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
Teal-
they get the award for most redundant title of event and
yeah,
name of group.
yeah, but that's something to be proud of. Let's not kid ourselves.
It's certainly worth talking about.
Yes. And then the Eugene Teal organization, Explorations, are having their Friday Teal Talk at 4:30 p.m. So if you want to know what Teal is all about, head down to Rain Eugene at 4:30. Let's see
Still
here.
don't know.
Yeah. The Eugene Springfield Startups is having their founder happy hour hosted by Starbucks at Ferdy Lab. Let's see here at also at 4:30 p.m. so you
Founder
gotta choose.
happy hour.
Yeah, so you got to choose. So what that's going to be all about is it's going to be they're looking for founders of startups.
Yeah.
It's clear that you deserve a break. You deserve a break. a chance to network directly with other founders and to hear from some of the great new and existing startups that are here in town, etc., etc. Founder networking and mentoring solely with other founders is at the core of what Starbucks is all about.
So anybody can come as long as you're a startup founder.
Absolutely.
So if you want to go and you haven't started up anything, you got a few days.
Yep, you got a few days. Costs $100 to start a business here in Oregon.
There you go.
Just drop it and go to the event. It'll be a good time.
Well, and just if they've got, are they having free refreshments?
Let's see here.
That might be cost.
Yeah, please join them at the end of the work week, and they'll provide local eats, beverages, and the purest networking you can get.
Nice. Is that Thursday or Friday?
That is Friday.
All right.
Specifically Friday, 4:30 p.m. at Fruity Lab.
Super. So you can start off networking in the morning.
Yep.
And you can end up networking at the end of the day.
Yeah. Also happening from our local InDesign user group. We love our InDesign user group. They're
awesome.
Amazing.
We should have her on again.
We should. They're having a U of O Adobe Creative Jam.
No way, really? Like a hackathon for Adobe?
Yeah, so this is like a big thing, and it is like too dense for me to really get a real handle on it.
Yeah.
But basically, members of Adobe InDesign user group are invited to the Adobe Creative Jam happening on campus at the Calapooya Leakey Hall, where SOJC and the College of Design have their art students.
Yeah.
It'll be from about 6 to 9, so it's 5 to 9 on the event. There'll be food, there'll be 3 guest speakers, presentations by team, presenting a theme. There'll also be like a workshop type thing going on for design and stuff. There'll be there's also a mini hackathon.
This is Friday at 5. How long does it go?
Till 9.
5 to 9.
Yeah, so it's like
cool.
a really, really short, sweet
That's very cool.
hackathon.
We should, we might need to promote that a little bit.
We might. And then finally on Friday will be the Open Hack Night, Eugene Makerspace, every Friday and Tuesday. 4 creative makers going. That's a big deal. Usually there's not that many. Light!
They're messing with the light. Pay no attention to the man with the light.
Woo! All right, and then we're good.
We're not mods. We can deal with this.
Yes, we can.
That's a little bit much. That would be like something inducing.
Yes.
Tremor.
We'll need to have a warning at the start of the episode now. Thank you. So Saturday, there's something happened on Saturday.
No way.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Saturdays aren't a thing.
This is an interesting one.
Stay home with your family, unless you're pumpkin chunking. Is it pumpkin chunking?
No, it is all about how to make meetings satisfying. So
have them on a Saturday.
Eugene Springfield Startups is putting on this event at Rain Eugene at 10 a.m. It's all about how to make meetings engaging and effective. It'll be a little workshop thing. It is not a free event.
How much is it going to cost you?
It's a satisfying meeting.
It'll be between $75 and $150.
$150.
Though it's based on a sliding scale based on need and stuff like that. The work exchange is available if cost is varied.
All right.
So if you want to know how to make meetings satisfying because you're really bad at that, then
I can think of
come on down.
ways, but I don't think they're allowed in most meetings.
And then lastly, talk about Tuesday, TechTuesday and Open Hack Night. That's what's happening.
Next Tuesday.
That's it.
Right here. If you want to be on the show, it's so easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy. You don't have to do anything at all.
No.
You can just show up.
Yeah.
No. Actually, being on the show can be nerve-wracking. Got the camera in your face, bright lights,
flashing all over
you, music, drink. But if you want to be on the show, you can either just show up, or if you want to do it the real way, you can get a hold of us on the Switchboard. You can comment on this video.
Join our Slack channel.
Get a hold of Josh. It's Josh's show. I'm just here.
Yeah. So what's my Eugene Tech email? Is it Josh?
Josh at eugenetech.org.
Yeah. So if you send me an email through that, either I will get it, or you'll get a message that email doesn't exist. Either case, let me know.
We tested it. It works fine.
Okay. And of course, all the links to everything will be in the description and comments and all that cool stuff.
You can also find us on YouTube's.
Yep, we have a YouTube channel. Please do check it out.
On the interwebs at eugenetech.org. There's a blog there.
Yeah.
And you can watch the blog. And now we're doing like embedded video.
Ooh.
right in the blog.
Nice.
Nice little upgrade there. I noticed that.
And one thing I do want to say, we should start mentioning this at the beginning of our episodes. But in the descriptions of our YouTube videos, there are links to timestamps in the video for specific segments. So if you don't care about jobs because you have a job and you like your job, you just want to know what the events are going on.
Skip forward.
We got a button you can press, a little link you can press down there, take you right to when the events start.
Well, you're a heck of an overachiever there, Mr. Video Editor.
Absolutely.
Well, attention to detail.
That's what it's all about, and I think we're done.
Chop.
Boom. Peace.